Yes, now I start recording. I'm recording from two different places, from Teams and from another program here. Yes, we have seen in the course before, we have seen lines, linear equations, and we have seen that here in the linear equation ax plus by minus c equals to 0. Here a and b and c are integers, but it's important that a and b are not 0, okay? Because if they are 0, then we have here not a linear equation. Okay, so maybe that one of them is 0, but be careful with this notation here. It's saying that they are not both 0. One of them may be 0, okay? It may be a line, y equals to something, or x equals to 5. These are also lines, but both of them cannot be 0, okay? So if both of them are 0, what we have 4 equals to 0, for example, and that's not logical. Yes, and here we have seen that a point is on the line when we have when we put x.
It is 0.
Excuse me?
If the point on the line.
Yes.
Which means y or x.
No.
0.
No.
Why?
Here, this is on this line. The term on the line is different. It's being on the line means it satisfies, yes, it satisfies this equation. You can put instead of x 4 and instead of y minus 2, and you will have this equation correct. Okay, this means that. Okay, so here, so you can test it, or if you put here a point being not in the line. By the way, a point is something like 5, 1. Start again. Okay, so here, this point is not on the line, okay? What it means, this is not on the line. When I put 5 instead of x, and I don't have 1, okay? If I solve this equation, and if I put 5, y is certainly not 1. Therefore, 5, 1 is not on the line. Okay, so here, this is not on the line. Why? Because here when I put 4 instead of x, then minus 2 is not on the line. Yes, here, this 4 and minus 2 is not on the line, because when I put 4 in x, I don't have minus 2 as an answer. Yes, this is on the line. What it means when I put 5 here, then 1 is the answer of y. Yes, these are lines, okay, and slope describes direction of the line. By the way, which ones were positive? Tell me which lines are positive here?
Green, blue. That's
yes, green and blue.
Are,
sorry. This. Well, 1 minute. I am trying to go quickly. Okay, so here these two are positive. Okay, so here this is just a revision. Okay, so it's important that this is the definition. It's y minus y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1 here. This is rise over run, okay? We are not going to solve questions, just I'm reviewing what are the formulas here. So this is a line, it has 2 points, it's a line, okay? And rise over run is the slope. Now we have solved these questions and we say that m is the slope. And we give names x1, y1, x2, y2 here. Okay, so and here we find the slopes y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1 here. It's m, you can see it. So m1 is this one, m2 is this one, and we solve these equations. We find three different slopes, rise over run, difference of change in y over change in x. Yes, these are the equations. Now what we have seen that if x2 minus x1 is 0, if they are equal, then slope is undefined. And this is again undefined. And here the slope is 0. Okay. Now here the slope of a vertical line is undefined. We learned that. And slope of horizontal line is 0. Now if we here the x-intercept and y-intercept, if we put x equals to 0, then we find y-intercept. If we put y equals to 0, we find x-intercept. And we learned an easier way for that, and that was y equals to mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Yes, and these are rise and run. We have seen now the positive ones are green and blue, and negative slope are red, light blue, and white. And we have seen that the vertical one is undefined, and this yellow one is 0 slope. The slope of parallel lines are same. We have learned that, and we solve two equations where two lines are parallel here. And we learned that this is therefore, and these two lines are parallel. And perpendicular lines, I think we were here before. Did we see them? We have seen this also. Okay. Multiplication of product of two lines is slopes of two lines is -1, then these lines are perpendicular. So if we know that they are perpendicular, we can find their slopes. Here this is m1, slope is this one, -8, and m2 is 1 over 8, and their multiplication is -1. So if multiplication of slopes of two perpendicular lines is equal to -1, and we show it like that. Yes. So y equals mx plus b. So we can solve these equations. Did we solve these ones? So we can write, I think we didn't solve these ones. We were right here. Check from your notebook. This is the formula. Okay, so and let us solve some questions together here and finish this presentation. Yes, write the equation of the line with the slope m equals to 5 and y equals to -3, please. It's your turn. Let's do it. Okay, so here, so y equals to mx plus b. So 5x plus -3 is the equation. So 5x minus 3. Okay? Just the formula. This one, find the equation of the line which passes through this point and the slope m equals to 3. So you are going to write the same equation again and substitute instead of x1 -2 and y1 7. Okay, done. Tell me the answer. Let's solve together. This is formula. And if we replace it, we replace 7 and we replace 3 as m and we replace -2 here. Okay, and we find this formula. We find b is equal to 13, right? Okay, so y equals to 3x plus 13. Okay, now this question. Write an equation of the line which passes through these points. Let's solve it. So, this is the formula.
5/6.
Yes, very good. Okay, and we solve for b. This is 17/6. Okay, very good. So, this is our...
Go that part in here. Like to write it down.
Of course. Yes, okay, so let's continue from here. So here we see that this is M and B. Okay, horizontal and vertical lines. So if we have a horizontal line, the equation is y equals to b if it is horizontal. This is vertical line. X equals to a is, now this is x equals to a. Okay, b is, you can see, sorry, this is vertical line. X equals to a. Okay, and now y equals to b is horizontal line. So that's y equals to b. It's an horizontal line. So here, write an equation of the line passing through these points. Let's continue now here. Look. Slope 0 means horizontal. That's great. Therefore, you don't need to do any operation here.
Yes.
Okay? So, when it is horizontal, y equals to -2. That's all there is. Okay? Is okay? Okay, good. So now here, here, find the slope and y-intercept of this here. Is that you have to write y equals to, so you have to put it y equals to mx plus b form, okay?
You did it.
You did this equation? Okay, okay. So let's continue then. So the answer, okay, we did it, but in a different, this form, we did it? We changed it to the y form? Okay, so this is, m is 2/5 and this is b minus 1/5. Okay, now this one, did we do this? Okay, good. So we find that m is 2/5 and here it is parallel, so they have same slope, and we take this point here and we find the equation. Good. Now to show it here, okay, parallel lines, these are two parallel lines, okay, this is what it means. Now we have seen that when it is perpendicular, here the slope of perpendicular line is a negative reciprocal form of m. Flip it over and change the sign. Now examples of slopes of perpendicular lines, for example, here you change it and you place with -1, okay, and you find, now here, what is the slope of line perpendicular to a horizontal line? A line perpendicular to a horizontal line, the slope is 0. Okay. So here, right, did we solve this also?
No.
Okay, now here's this one. Okay, so here, write an equation for the line through this point, -a3, perpendicular to this one. Yes. Maths is solving equations. So, this question, please. Equals to 2x minus 3y equals to solve it. Now here, we have to isolate y. What this means, write y equals to, okay? For that, when we isolate y, we see that 2 over 3, the coefficient of x is slope, okay? Because y equals to 2 over 3, x minus 10 over 3. So what is minus 10 over 3 here? What is this one? It's b, okay, good. So we want to find the point perpendicular. Sorry. We know the perpendicular slope and we know a point now. So this is slope, and the perpendicular slope is you reverse it and change the sign. This is perpendicular slope, and we have a point here, and we can find the equation from this is y equals to mx plus b, and you substitute the values there, and you find b is equal to minus 9, and then you are done. So answer is y equals to minus 3 over 2x minus 9. So what you have to do is that first of all, isolate y, then find slope and find the perpendicular slope, which is reversing and changing the sign, and then using this point here and writing the equation again, y equals to mx plus c or b. Okay, continue. Yes, we are going to finish soon here and then take a break, okay? Now here, this one, if we show it on this line, okay? Oh, wait. This is the perpendicular, okay? This is the white one is this equation here, and this is the red equation, okay? Red lines equation. So, what we have learned here, we have learned slope-intercept form. What is slope? What is y-intercept, x-intercept? And we learned y equals to mx plus b. Or we learned how to find slope. And we learned that we have what is y-isolated. Slope, if we leave y-isolated, slope is m, and y-intercept is 0, b. Yes, so y equals to mx plus b, the famous formula. Yes, let us take, okay, I have written something else here. Now here, vertical line, slope is undefined, slope of a vertical line is undefined. So x-intercept is a0, x equals to a is vertical line, and no y-intercept here. Horizontal line is y equals to b. Slope is 0, y-intercept is 0, b, and no x-intercept. Yes, let us have the last slide. Oh, this was the end. Okay, that's the end.